Alrighty. What is up, YouTube? So if I sound too low, or if I even sound weird at all, just know because my mic sounds weird, like it sounds like it's cutting off all the time, so the reason why it could sound different now is because not because I'm using another headset, it's mostly because, so my screen's frozen, I didn't even realize. I don't know why my capture card does this, but give me one sec. I gotta find my TV remote. So if I sound low or sound weird, then it is what it is. I can't be bothered buying a new mic. I don't know if it's my mic. I don't know if it's my PC. I don't know. Okay, let me try to unfreeze this real quick. Cause I don't know what's the problem. I don't know if it's my PC, if it's the capture card, but I mean, thankfully it never does it while I'm recording. I think it only does it when I slightly move the PC. I don't know if it's the USB ports or not or whatever. So yeah. And also, if you're saying like, oh, if you sound so low, well, when you turn yourself up. I literally tried that right now, and the setting wouldn't pop up. I think it always does this when I plug my mic with the controller, instead of plugging it in directly into the PC. If I plug it directly into the PC, I can turn myself louder. But without it, I fucking can't. How does that make sense? I don't know, maybe just the controller hardware, I guess. Still doesn't make sense to me. But it is what it is, I guess. Um, I mean, I do have different controllers. Maybe I can try different controllers. So maybe I'll try I have a wireless controller and the other wired controller that I showed in an unboxing. So, yeah. I'll probably try those two, but if that doesn't work, then yeah. I mean, whether or not my mic was working or not, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I feel like the next couple videos or new series that I do, I'm not gonna bother doing an intro and outro anymore. I just can't be bothered. So I bit my tongue. Kinda struggling just to talk a bit. Cause my mic, so yeah. Um so yeah, instead of, just like shadow generations, just the video being 100% completion, which it technically is, all I have to do is just do some things. I'm missing one achievement. I keep pushing the wrong controller. Um, because this is the Series X controller, but I never used it because my other wired controller, the old one, I had this controller for like since like around the time well, maybe not around the time I got my Xbox One, maybe like 2018, 2019. And then I thought this controller messed up, but it didn't mess up. It's just I pushed a button as soon as it got plugged in, and that's what messed it up. It made like the sticks go really slow, but all I had to do was hard reset the controller. And I think I found the video. It's like, bro, let me suck your dick, please. Because I really like this controller. But yeah, I mean, this controller's starting to show wear though, which is one reason why I'm not doing it, using it. Because sometimes the LT and RT buttons press by themselves sometimes. So that's a bit annoying. And I think the A and B button they still work, but I think they're starting to get worn out. If I just spam them a couple times, it's just harder to spam with the buttons. But yeah, if you're just asking, well, what are we doing? I keep pushing the wrong controller. Uh, okay, I'm just gonna like move this like, I don't know, over here somewhere. I don't know. If you're asking why, what we're doing exactly, uh, we are doing so the trial, Coco's trial. Because when I first did it, I did it on easy difficulty. I tried to do it on normal, but I couldn't do it. I'm not gonna bother doing it on hard. I mean, there is a difference between normal and hard, but I'll just be satisfied enough to do it on normal because on normal and hard, you'll still have the same. time limit because you have to fight this 3 Titan boss fights in a row. But your time limit is still the same. I'm pretty sure the only thing that's different is just your stats. I think you'll have more attack on normal, but on hard you'll have everything at level 1, your attack and I guess defense as well, which I guess doesn't matter, just your attack. Actually, I don't think your defense changes at all since you're in the super form at all times, so it doesn't matter. You can't take damage. Well, except when you actually, before you get to the boss fight, which is going to be annoying if I do, because I'll lose a lot of rings. That is basically my time limit. And if I lose them just to something stupid, then, well, that's that. So, if I can beat the Titan boss fights really quickly, though, an idea that I also had, well, again, if I can do them quickly, let's say under 30 minutes, maybe under an hour, but I don't know, or maybe I'll just do them for fun, but I won't actually take the other challenge seriously, and that is the tower climbs, because when I first did them, I didn't realize that playing on easy difficulty would make traversing the towers, climbing up the towers, just piss easy, but it's actually meant to be kinda tough. But since I was playing on easy, because I thought just the difficulty just really just affected the boss fights or enemies or whatever. But no, it affected the level layout, the tower layout too, just to make it really easy where you could just humming attack balloons and that's it. So when you really think about it, it's really boring that way. But either way, I don't really care because I mean, I will say getting all the achievements in this game wasn't hard. How many times am I going to use the wrong controller? All the achievements in this game weren't hard to do. I literally finished this game way quick. Like, so I got the first achievements on the 21st. Today is the 22nd. I mean, so yeah, I literally finished this in 2 days. It was literally so easy. Like, way easier and faster than Shadow Generations. I mean, of course, that's minus the fact that I kind of got lucky on 2 achievements where I had to kill certain enemies. So that would have been annoying if somehow I didn't get the enemies I needed to kill, and it would have taken the achievement longer to get, because I would have to kill every enemy to make sure it's the right one. And plus minus the fact that I guess you still have, you beat the game and all that stuff. Oh, my tongue still hurts. But, yeah, hopefully we can get this done, but if not, I'll probably stop at an hour and a half of attempting if I can't do it. But hopefully I can. Plus the boss fights are really fun. The music in the boss fights are just incredible bangers. Like, you can listen to them thousands of times and you'll never get tired of hearing it. And I think that's all I wanted to say. So yeah, a lot of shit I wanted to say in yesterday's video, but I forgot that I had it written down in my notes. Well, I don't remember if I did or didn't, but I have a feeling I didn't. So, yeah. Am I done? Yeah, I think so. Mm. Yeah, pure awkward silence. Um, I guess let's get started with Sonic Frontiers challenge again. I forgot the name of the challenge. But yeah, obviously we're just doing the challenge. I'm not doing like the other true final boss fight in the deal. Well, obviously it's in the DLC, but like the challenge is in the DLC as well. So, and so are the towers as well. I mean, I don't know if I can still even play them since on this file. And plus, I don't even remember where they all are. I don't know if they'll be marked on the map or not, so I'm not for sure if I'm going to end up attempting them or not. But yeah. But anyways, 10 minutes of yapping. Let's go finally get started. I'm gonna run it back with this challenge again. I'm gonna lock in. And I'm gonna try to see if I can do it this time. I haven't played the bosses literally since the last time I made a series on this game, which is probably months ago. So I don't remember the boss fights at all. So it might take me a bit. Like, I was thinking under 30 minutes. Like, nah, bruh. It's gonna take like 10 years. But nah. No, but for real though, let's finally get started with Sonic Frontiers. I have to unplug my controller. Hopefully it has decent charge. And that'll have to do, I guess. It feels so weird to play with a wireless controller. Or just any other different controller, honestly. Well, I think I might have to change out my settings, but I can't BS. We'll just get started already.
レソペンペルテピョルス ベソペンペルテピョルス レソペンペルテ。ピョルス。 Eso pimpirite. Purus.
Alrighty, hello. That is it. Persona 15. I don't know why I'm out of breath. But yeah, that took a little longer than expected. But to be fair, I don't know what's the deal with you having to do with having to deal with all these unskippable animations or cutscenes. But uh that was a little frustrating, not gonna lie. I know I said I would attempt the towers on the normal or hard difficulty, but I can't be asked after that. It was fun. The second boss fight was the worst though. But Everything else was fine. I'm surprised I beat the last boss that fast. I was not expecting to. But yeah. Oh man. Sonic Frontiers, bruh. What a game. And so I always forget to mute my fucking TV. And before you ask, like, why'd you even bother 100% completing this game? Uh, I don't know. It was really easy. Like I said, really easy, really short. Just a little bit annoying. That's it. But otherwise, again, pretty easy. Um, so I wrote down what I wanted to say because I'm already getting dead silent. Sorry. And then it's kind of tired because of work today. Had to load the truck, unload the truck, not load it, unload it. And I like, how much I like loading. It's giving out my load. I'll stop. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm trying to look at my notes. Nope. Okay. So I don't know if I talked about this yet or not, but I didn't even know that there was an Until Dawn movie. But apparently, like, the game Until Dawn. Never seen it, and I'm not sure if I will. So I don't know why. Have that written down, but sure. And then another movie was the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. Yeah, I know when this video's uploaded, it'll be like already past maybe 2 or 3 weeks since the trailer, but for me, I think it's only been like a week. So, yeah. Um, so yeah, it looks pretty cool. I remember watching the original one. Not the, it's like kind of confusing because like, oh, I guess they have a lot of movies apparently. I remember seeing the 1995, I think, that one, the original one. I think the very first one that came out. That's the one I remember watching when I was younger. And then apparently they made one in 2021. I think I remember seeing the trailer, but I never bothered to try to watch the movie. I think I wanted to, but like then I just kind of forgot about it. So, but I'm definitely down to see this one. I forgot when it's coming out. I think in October. I think that's my birthday month, so I don't know what's the day. I think end of October. Actually, I'll just check right now. Um, I don't know. October, yeah, October 24th. Basically end of October. So my tongue still hurts. And so yeah, it was a bit frustrating too at the beginning because I was using my wireless controller too, by the way. And fucking I was spamming X on the cutscenes. You gotta spam X on some cutscenes. And for some reason I was spamming X and it just would not like spam properly. I'm like, what is going on? Like I'm spamming, and it's not working. So I switched to my back to my wired controller, and that's it. And also I forgot to mention if I sound loud or different, or if I sound like I'm getting cut off again because I plugged my mic into the PCs. Because since I use my wired controller on the Series X, because again the Series X controller for some reason I was spamming X, but the game wouldn't take my inputs. But yet I tested it here and it was working just fine. Like I'm just spamming X, spamming X, spamming X. spamming. To hear the spamming, like Jesus, and it was working just fine. But like with the controller, it was just really annoying me for a bit. Like it had to be the controller. It's not the game. It's the controller, or it's not me either. I'm spamming so fast, and it just won't take the inputs. So yeah, that's $80 controllers, everybody. Like, god damn. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to say that for a bit. Never tried anything else. Don't care in this game. All I really cared about was the achievements, and yeah. And one last thing before I go, I think I forgot to do the same for Shadow Generations and Sonic Generation. So I'll just show the ones I mostly wanted to show. I don't know what the hell. Is my game audio muted? Okay, good. Because, I can't be asked, Sean, what the fuck is this? Oh yeah, for some reason I randomly got stuck here. I don't know why I got stuck. Oh, I was been stuck since the beginning. I don't know how I got stuck. So I died, restarted. I did that, and then I boosted there, and then got stuck. I just could not move left. I couldn't. I was trying to get on the ramp, boosted, and died. So yeah, that was that. What else? Oh yeah, for some reason when I was playing this level in the classic Sonic stage, like the camera glitched. I don't know why it did that, but I still somehow managed to beat the level. But this was just very weird. And also, I think I know this clip though is I think there was this one. I think this was the hardest coin to get in the entire Red Ring collectible coin thing, and I think I got it on my first try. Like this was literally my first try. Otherwise, I would have been bothered to clip it. But like first try, easy. One of the hardest coins in the game. And I think this one, I think the rocket just didn't work. Like I used the rocket and it didn't break the thing, and I just died. I couldn't do anything. That was a goofy ass animation. And I think this one is when I beat the boss. No hit, but I already showed me getting those achievements on the PlayStation version, so like I said, I just wanted to do something different. Just show myself getting the just doing something else. But that's obviously still a 100% completion video, but yeah. And this is when I got all the collectibles, whatever. This is when I delivered all the bolts, which I'm pretty sure I did that in the video. Or showed it in the video, I mean. But I didn't talk about this as well. Is like when I did that, I didn't get the achievement. I don't think. I didn't get the achievement because I think I said it in my description that I had to talk to certain characters that I never did when I played it again. Like obviously on PlayStation, like obviously I talked to the characters because that was my first time playing, see their dialogue. But on Xbox I didn't. I just wanted to speed run through it. So yeah, I didn't bother talking to them. And that's why I didn't get the achievement because I didn't talk to them. At least once, just one line of dialogue you just need to see and it'll count. So I'm like, what the fuck am I missing? Like, no, you just have to talk to the characters. Ugh. I don't know what the fuck this is. Oh yeah, the background was glitching a bit. I don't know what the fuck was going on there. So yeah, I mean you already saw it. Yeah, I think this is when I got the achievement for finding all the enemies. I wish it does the same thing on PlayStation where it just shows like the achievements and whatever, you know. And that's when I talk to the bitch and you get the achievement for talking all talking to all the characters. Well, side dialogue basically. And this game in fucking Shadow Generations is the only game where I have to fucking talk to characters to get achievements. And then you already know. I mean, I don't know why I clipped that. This is when I got my actual last achievement, and that's it. My tongue really hurts. It's like the more I keep talking, the more it kind of hurts because I can't move around and shit. So it doesn't hurt that much, but it's still more noticeable when I just keep talking, just by a little bit, you know. But yeah, it's 12 in the morning, so honestly, like I said, if my I'm gonna try, because I'm assuming when using the wired controller to talk, I sounded really low. So this time I'm gonna try the other two controllers. I have a wireless controller and a wired controller. I'm gonna try both. And I kid you not, if it doesn't work, then I guess that's it for talk. Because I don't know why it's doing that, just making me sound low and cutting me off. I don't know, maybe I could try to reset my PC. But brother, I can't BS installing everything again. For like what, a fifth time, bruh? I already reset my PC like 3, 4 times. And also the video, I just noticed it might be lagging a bit. I didn't realize that my settings were high. Well, I probably did that for some other videos too. So next time I need to remember to. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're low. Like I don't know why it's lagging though, but I don't think it was. Just like a little bit of lag, just not much. And obviously the game lag. I mean game lag, not my mic audio lag. But yeah. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta drive in my burger truck and run over a deer. I'll stop. Um, it's a meme. Anyways, I think that's it for me. That's also that is all I wanted to talk about, bro. My tongue hurts. Mm, yeah, that's it. I think last time I'm playing Sonic on this channel. I mean, I can't think of any other games I would want to play. Like, I really don't. I mean, yeah, the new Sonic racing game, but like, eh, I can't be asked. Too expensive. And it's a racing game. I'm not really a big fan of kart racing games. I have no interest in Mario Kart World. I think that's what it's called. And the new, I know the new Donkey Kong game's out too. It looks fine, but again, I have no interest in playing it because I can't be asked buying a Switch for one game. Even though I did the same for the PS5. Even though I keep yapping about the same thing. That's also why I'm not going to bother doing intros and outros anymore, because I just keep yapping and yapping. I'll just talk whenever I feel like it, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. But that was fun though. I was expecting Sonic Frontiers to take a little longer, but no, it didn't really take that long. Really easy and didn't take that long, mate. Keep repeating the same shit. Um, well, maybe I'll try to do the achievements again on my on another account someday. Cause just want to play the game regularly, I guess, through the beginning and end. And I know you could probably say, oh, why did you show all the side dialogue? No, like I don't care. I skipped all the dialogue. I just want the achievement. That's it. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. So yeah, I'll see you guys for tomorrow for Resident Evil 2. We'll see if it's more than one part or two. And same with Resident Evil 3. Because after completing these games, my patience is through. Well, my patience was been done with video games a while ago. So, like I said, if I'm running around in these games for more than an hour, I'm quitting. And that'll just be the end. But I will try to lock in and use my brain to figure out where to go. Because I swear in both, I just couldn't figure out where to go in both games. I just kept getting stuck. I'm going to try to use my fucking brain cells, however many I have left, and just try to fucking play play the video game. But yeah, um, but now I'm gonna go now, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. I mean, I don't even know when this will be uploaded. I think on the 31st. So literally like almost a week away. I'm recording this on the 23rd. Um, so on August 1st, Resident Evil 2. Well, that's when this will be uploaded. I don't know why I'm like this, but yeah, um, I'm gonna go for real this time, 100%. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.